Greetings, entities and guardians. My name is HyperHimes, and welcome back to Cookie Run OvenBreak, where guess what? In the Grand Champion, in the Gem Exchange Center, with the new update revolving around Strawberry Crepe Cookie, guess what? They apparently added some new stuff that you can get, including a new costume for Peppermint Cookie, a new costume for Peppermint Cookie's pet, the Paper Boat Sailor, and also a new lobby called the Nap Time at Conscious Cradle Nursery. Which I'm assuming, I don't know what any of that has to do with the new update, but it's because I haven't played through the story of the update yet, because I want to get this lobby first. So, we're going to go ahead and buy everything and see what everything has to offer here, and it's going to be fun. So first of all, let's go ahead and check out this new lobby so I can set it up. I'm going to set that up. I want to listen to this new track just for a little bit of a teaser. Looks giddy, I like it. That's a kitty. Anyway, before I go ahead and get that, I first obviously want to go ahead and get myself the rest of the things over here, because I also want to set up this new lobby, because we're going to do two things. We're going to set up a new lobby, just so we can have a familiar and comfortable place, just to match with this new update, and also, I want to make sure that I go ahead and run with the new cookies with their costume. You know, it's not new cookie, but like new costume. So we get this, and we get that, but also we can't forget about the stickers. And even though that was the calendar design, but like, look at this. Calendar design, set this up, and what do we see here? Well, obviously to the left, we see a lot more things in regards to Strawberry Crepe Cookie, because we see something in regards to like a waffle bot mechanism, and also you see the, like the waffle pup, little cutie, and over to the right, you see some whales, and all around it, you see a bunch of fish. Look at all these beautiful fish, just all aquatic, all under the sea. And also, how could you forget the stickers? Like, come on, we have stickers here. Why wouldn't we want to place these stickers? So, of course, I'm just going to put these two right over here just because they're sweet. Blue whale over this way, because, you know, why not? And strawberry crepe over this way, because why not? I know it seems like a little bit more simplistic, but, man, what are you going to do? Sometimes you don't need something overly complicated. Doesn't look like there's too many, like, new things. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to crank out a bunch of these gems on a bunch of these crystals, because I have it. Crank out these gems on a bunch of these rainbow cubes. And of course I'm going to spend these also on a couple cookie potions. And also a couple pet potions. Perfect. And now we still have like 25,000 left over. Perfect. Could I buy anything else with these? Probably the free cookie and pet ticket. That would seem pretty helpful. I mean, come on, you're getting a free cookie and pet. Maybe I'll save those soon. Anywho, let's go ahead and do some new lobby setup, because of course this looks so previous update. So let's go ahead and I guess this works. Well, the thing is, I want to at least set this up so that this is lobby number 1. So order. Let's make sure that this is lobby number 1. So make sure it's like the main lobby. There we go. Nap time in a conscious cradle nursery. Sure, but do I want to make it like that? So if I go back, bam, perfect. But now let's set some custom stuff up with this, please. I want to set up the last one. There we go. Let's add some lobby effect. Maybe like, no, that wouldn't make any sense. Maybe like an algae? Maybe, I don't know. Shining lights. Maybe. It does look pretty nice. And how a starlight? And we'll do that, but like we'll make it just a gentle. Don't want too many stars. Just like, you know, like raining and shining, stuff like that. You got any good poses for you, Strawberry Crepe? Since you're new, may as well. Ooh. And you just look like, And of course, Lime would look good as well. But, ooh, I have another idea for a lobby. But, I gotta think about it. Anywho, what poses you got? They both just look like, man, we're about to get eaten by a giant clam. This is where life is at now. Sure, I guess. Alright, probably just gonna make them both because I just, you know, it fits. Can we see a title for this? Yeah, it's something like Ocean. Why should I just say, like, it's Ocean, Clam Jam. Sure, why not? We're just gonna go with that. Make them a little bit more separate. Kind of like that. I think that's nice. And, sure, it's definitely not the most exciting, but I think I might have another idea for a lobby. But, You'll just have to wait and see that. And you may see it in the next video. You don't know. But since we got the new costume, we're going to go ahead and check out that in Peppermint Cookie's trial. So we'll see how that works. Oh, by the way, do we also see the... Oh, wow. I like the change in background. They make it look a lot more fresh with this. Like, look at that. Like, I'm just dragging this all the way over. Look how cool that is. I had to drag it over for my double monitor. Anyway, I think does Peppermint Cookie actually have a trial? Yes, you do. That is perfect. Now, I already have down rank on this trial, so it really doesn't matter the score that I get, to my understanding. I'm pretty sure, at least. Well, I guess I could try it, but then again, I'd have to max out all these things and plebs. So, for now, basically, I'm going to be doing run 1 with one run looking like normal Peppermint Cookie, and I'm going to do one run with the costume for both Peppermint Cookie and also, the, pet, because they both got a new costume and stuff. Though I do forget, I want to check out the story of this thing, which quickly says, shh, little cookies are napping after a day of excitedly swimming around the sea. Low sleep will help them grow big up and just grow big and strong. Which that's cute. Which, by the way, I didn't even check out. What's the special feature for this one? Do I press on the baby? Oh no. I didn't mean to wake you up, fella. Special. Alright, they're better. Alright. So, don't wake the baby. Or else you'll be, evil, I guess. Anyway, let's get to Peppermint Cookie's trial. I'm only probably going to do a quick read up on the skills and stuff like that. I'm probably not going to go into too much depth, but you'll just get some quick understanding. So according to Peppermint Cookie's story, it says right here, oh, hey, nice affection. Mint leaves for Peppermint Cookie were gathered from a town near the clear sea. This cookie likes to spend time at the shore, staring dreamily at the horizon, or playing the shallow arena. An old friend, the Peppermint Whale, often appears at the sound for company. Peppermint Cookie treasures the simple but unchanging things, just like the waves that come and go. May the cookie smile remain unchanging and well. Even though we really don't see a smile on Peppermint Cookie, we kind of just see like a look of like, oh, what's going on? And according to the skill, it says, blows the conch shell to call upon the Peppermint Whale at given intervals. While riding the Peppermint Whale, the jump and slide buttons change into dolphin buttons, letting you call upon dolphins to eat jellies. The dolphins leave splash jellies in their wake. Level up for more points for splash jellies. So dolphins will come while you ride upon the whale, and guess what? They eat the jellies. It's perfect. Now, another thing I could talk about is the Magic Candy, which it quickly says right here, pillars of water are up to given intervals to create splash jellies. Level up for more points for splash jellies. It'll cause us rain to just shoot up and just boom, and just like big waves. Now, of course, let's talk about the pet being the paper boat sailor. How does this thing float? It's made of paper? I don't know, but according to the story, it says, a paper boat made out of the letter that Peppermint Cookie did not send. Although it is not strong enough to cross the waves of the ocean, yet it claims that it will someday. Perhaps it wishes, not itself, but Peppermint Cookie's message to be delivered to the other side. So, my question is, who is this message supposed to go to? Even I don't know. Cat and Ice? And according to the skill, shoots sea bubble jellies to destroy obstacles and create potions at certain intervals. Level up for more energy restored for the created potion and more points for sea bubble jellies. So it creates potions and also destroys obstacles. How useful is that? The last thing I can talk about is an associated treasure being the cursed goblet. Pretty interesting. And quickly, according to the story, it says, legend goes that this goblet was found in an ancient war. The goblet can grant legendary power, but its master has to pay a great price. What? Why does Peppermint Cookie have this? And Popcorn Cookie? And Pondino Cookie? Why? According to the actual skill, a lot of extra points for all jellies, but faster energy drain. Level up for even more points. So basically, it gives you more points, but it gives you more energy drain. Kind of worrying. But let's go ahead and run normally with Peppermint Cookie, just so I can run basic, and then you can see the difference in the different costumes, just so I can go ahead and show that off. I should probably spam the ocean. I gotta spam the dolphin button. What am I doing? I gotta make sure I spam this like crazy, just so I can get a decent amount of points going at this. Look at all those frogs. Did you see that frog riding on top of a frog? I'm sorry, that's frogception right there. You'd never believe such a thing. Unless if I showed it to you myself. In which case, you would still most likely not believe it. Especially in a game all about running cookies. But does the concept really matter as long as I'm... Oh, that was a peak jump. But like, I am missing a bunch of frozen bridge jellies. But maybe that was more worth it. I don't know. But hope you all are having a good day. I'm prepared to do a good amount of videos. But also, I am getting somewhat tired. But then again, that's kind of just my process in the midst of the day and or night. I've been recently trying to get back into the swing of things, especially with my recent Marshmallow Bunny Cookie short. And I do have another short upcoming, which I hope that people will enjoy. But the thing is, I know for a fact there's going to be a lot of people who don't like the short that I have in production. But okay, good bonus. But I just had to make it as like a silly theory, and don't actually take like offense to it. It's just me speaking from like a very stupid theory like standard or standpoint. So just bear in mind when it comes out, you'll know when it comes out. You'll probably know which video I'm talking about by the time this gets uploaded. I'm just saying, whew. Good luck with the comments I'm gonna see. Anywho, let's hop on. That was too close. But I just almost fell to my death right then and there. I forgot some of these jumps were actually a little bit difficult. As long as you can recognize anything that happens, it's fine. And especially when that garbage happens. Like, are you kidding? What the plug? Like, yeah, that's just randomly in the ocean, because why not? Thank you for the free potion right there. Potion in the ocean. Sounds like some sort of like a magical like sea song. There's a potion in the ocean, and I'm in the notion. Something along those lines. By the way, I got a pretty interesting DM from someone who I know of. You know, I used to know of, and like, of course, I still know of them, but I'm not gonna reveal much more about that. That'll maybe some stuff is coming along, and you never know. Night. I thought it was gonna tell me nice, but no, it's just nighttime, which, yeah, it is. Even though it really looks like it looks like a moonset, not even just a sunset. That's a whole moonset. Like, come on. And again, would that be a moonrise or a moonset? People say sunrise and sunset. Why don't we say the same thing for the moon? You know, moonrise, moonset. It's weird. You know, I once had a whole argument with my friend about like the time systems, because I was like talking to my friends like, okay, what constitutes it's like it being day and it being night? I don't remember why I even started this argument, but I was like, okay, what constitutes it's like, you know, when it turns daytime? Because there's like 4 segments of like a day. There's morning, afternoon, evening, night. And then I was asking my friends, like, when does what establish like what? Like, what times would you specify like this is this? So like, when would you accurately say like, you know, it's the morning? Because the thing is, how do I know this is really stupid for me to mention in this video, but like, I'm making stupid conversations, so why not? For me, like, as far as I could understand it, when you say it's morning, it's like AM, and then when you say it's like night or something like that, it's PM. But to me, that doesn't make any sense, because whenever anyone says like it's 12 in the morning, they usually mean like it's 12 AM. But the thing is, you look outside at like 12 AM, it's pitch black. That does not look morning time to me. But like, you say like it's 12 in the afternoon, you mean like PM. And to be fair, that makes sense. But like, when does the stop start? Because like, 12 in the morning, everyone means AM, but I know as well as anyone else would, that's clearly just super dark outside. Like, seriously. Who would think 12 in the morning is like, you know, oh, that's morning. Because when I think morning, I think the bright, beautiful sun. Like, what? Ugh. Anywho, before I go on to the next run, I need to go ahead and read up on some costume stories, because there's one for both Peppermint Cookie and one for the Paperboat Sailor pet thing. So, the new costume that Peppermint Cookie managed to get, which I do have a couple, I think. I also have Baby Penguin, but the one that we have is Peppermint Cookie's Little Lifeguard, which it says right here for 200 splash points according to the story. Soda Beach is buzzing with droves of tourists trying to escape the summer heat. The beach's littlest lifeguard, Peppermint Cookie, weaves through the crowds to save Cookie swept away by the ocean waves. They are always first on the scene. Maybe it's because they're listening that much more closely to the ocean. So basically, with this on, and they become a lifeguard, they listen to their show, and then the show is just like, emergency, emergency, danger, danger. Well, you know what? Can't hurt the little guy for trying, because it works. Now, of course, along with the little friend, we also have the little pet who also has one of their own costumes, being the rescue tube, Paperboat Sailor's rescue tube, which it says right here, beep beep, the moment a rescue whistle sounds across the beach, Paperboat Sailor is right there with a peppermint tube to save any cookie or pet in danger. Even if it means facing large waves and the strongest currents, this pet will go beyond the horizon to help someone in need. So, this friend has the capabilities of having the skill like Candy Corn Cookie, and has a whistle. By the way, no offense, Paperboat Sailor, I don't think that's how a life buoy works. It has to be like strapped on, connected to you firmly, and at the very least on the underside of you, that I'm pretty sure would just easily slip off. I mean, don't get me wrong, you're a boat, so obviously you would float, but like, is there, at that point, is there any point? I don't plumbing know. It's ridiculous, but you know what? We rock with the vibe of it. If you want to wear it like a hat, then why not rock it like a hat? And of course, this time I'm gonna make sure I spam it. At least I instantly pick up a Giants poster so you can look at the costume in more detail. It's pretty sweet. Kind of looks like, in my defense, it looks like some sort of like a pizza delivery costume. Like it really does look like something that Pizza Cookie would wear. But it's whatever. But that's just because it's like, you know, more red and yellowish. Which, by the way, hello, big fortune thing. I desire to have you. Thank you so much. That was such a blessing. I'm so glad that I caught you. I'm gonna take some of these. Oh, maybe I have to jump normally for them. Maybe that's the shtick. I don't know, but if it is, then at least I understand the secret to that now. I can help anyone to try and get just a few more points. Don't know if really there's going to be a much change in the costume, because the only time when there's major changes in costumes is usually if it's a legendary costume or a super epic. So those are the best ones to show off, which I might do for cookies like, you know, Dark Choco, or if I ever get the chance, you know, whenever I can, I would. But yeah, that's not good. That's definitely me. I'm definitely not gonna get a new high score, but pleb it, whatever. At least I just kind of came to show off the costume. Bam! You just saw the damage animation. Well done. Whatever. It's a good thing that I'm like slowly but surely getting even more tired, because this is definitely going to be it's gonna be something. It's gonna be something, all right. Anyway, move. What does it look like I'm doing with my whale? I'm moving as much as I plugging can. Anytime I see that little thing with all the music notes, I'm just like, you know what? That looks like it would belong to my surprise bear treasure. So I'm just gonna hopefully get some rewards out of that. And guess what? It's not. Instead, I'm just made to look like a fool. Right, there we go. Got it. Nope. I wonder if it's some... No, that works too. And yeah, down I go. How dare you try and make me go down that way, get all those and none of that. And yeah. Anyway, back to my time rant. Like, it's so weird, because here's how I think of it. I'm pretty sure, for me, nighttime more consists of, like, once it hits, like, 8 p.m. to, like... maybe I would say like 8 a.m. because that seems like an accurate time for like when the moon starts to settle in and like, you know, the sun can settle. Like, it's very confusing, but like anyone would know what I mean, because like 8 o'clock seems like a definitely like a really fitting time for like the sun starting to go down and the moon starting to be fully up. But then here's where it gets confusing, because let's take the morning and night and then split it into two more quarters, because now we have the afternoon and evening. Now we have to split those things in half. So that means what constitutes as what? Because then that means you would assume, likely, if 12 a.m. is 12 in the morning, then that would mean from 12 a.m. to like 6 a.m., that's the morning. But then 7 a.m. to 12 p.m., that's the afternoon. And I don't know about you, but 6 a.m. does not constitute as the afternoon for me. And then that means like, what, 1 to 6, that's evening, I guess maybe. And the, oh shoot. Okay, we're still fine. And then 7 to 12, that's night. Because, by the way, it's not like, you know, it's morning and then it slowly goes to night. No, and then like that, like, it's like that, but however, it's like, you know, it's like slowly you have to fade into it. Like morning, afternoon, evening, night. Morning, like literally, it jumps straight back into morning. What the pleb is this? Maybe you could say, like, oh, it goes reverse, but that doesn't make any sense, because then, is it really, like, is it, like, beginning, you know, morning, afternoon, evening, night, then night, evening, afternoon, morning? Because here's the thing, it's called afternoon. It's afternoon. It has to be afternoon, so afternoon can't be, because noontime always is specified as noon. Oh, and don't even get me started trying to involve dawn and dusk into it. That's where it just gets too crazy to even manage. Anyways, this gives us magic candy ingredients for guild runs. You've piqued my interest, good sir. Now, oh, of course, by the way, oddly enough, Peppermint Cookie isn't even in here, so, weird, but of course they only threw in Lime Cookie primarily because it's the Lime Cookie Grand Champions League, so of course. So with that being said, if you enjoy the video, then please be sure to leave a like on it, and also share the video with your friends if you enjoy my kick around content, and if you enjoy my content in general, then why not subscribe, and also hit the bell icon to be notified of whatever I do in the future, and also down below in the description, you'll see links to all my social media, which includes a Twitter post where if it gets 10,000 likes, I get the kick around YouTube stuff for absolutely free. There's a link to my Discord server called the Hypenese Hub, a link to my merchandise, you can buy stuff for represent the channel, and lastly a link to my Ko-fi for just $1 a month. You can see exclusive content you won't normally see in this normal YouTube channel. But above all those, I'll see you entities and guardians in the next video. Hail the Hypenese.